The only problem with watching sunset at these sort of places is I know from my South Rim experience that, well, first of all, I'm winded, but as nice as that is, I'm going to have to drive to Kanab. It takes over an hour, I think, at least, in the dark, creepy wilderness.
On this trip, I'll be traveling over 2,250 miles from Colorado to the Pacific Ocean and back, stopping at 4 national parks, 1 national monument, several rock shops, and even more vintage stores along the way. These are my field notes from my Western road trip of 2021. On day 13, I left Los Angeles behind, happy to return to the distractions of the road, traveling to the 5th state of the trip, Nevada. But before I ventured into Las Vegas, I wanted to stop in yet another Old West mining town. Calico was founded in 1881, a true silver mining town in the Mojave Desert of California. At its height of production, Calico had over 500 mines and a population of 1,200, and by 1890 the town had grown to 3,500 people, but with the declining silver prices was all but abandoned, a ghost town by the turn of the century. In 1951, Walter Knott of Knott's Berry Farm purchased the town and began a $700,000 restoration project to bring it back to the 1880s. Or, well, close-ish. Knott donated the town to San Bernardino County in 1966, who still operate Calico today as a county regional park. It is $8 to enter, and I look forward to exploring Calico further sometime on a less blustery day. And yes, I did wear that blouse I made. Then it was back on the road to Las Vegas, where I hope to catch a few vintage shops on South Main Street before they closed. The city of Las Vegas is rather infamous, I suppose. It's actually the 26th most populous city in the United States, the most populous city in the state of Nevada, and of course is known for its gambling, resorts, shopping, fine dining, entertainment, and nightlife. But for me, vintage shopping, including at Glam Factory Vintage here, where I got to meet an adorable and very friendly shop cat named Honey.
Hi, baby. Hello. You're a little cross-eyed, Missy. A vintage cat. Hi, baby.
I was originally intending to avoid Las Vegas on this trip, as it's not really my sort of place, really. It's a little bit over the top for me and loud and more about partying and gambling and such, which are not really activities I enjoy. But I do, however, love vintage shopping, and there are some great options here in Vegas. Of course, there's also the annual Viva Las Vegas Rockabilly and Vintage Festival that happens here in Vegas. And that actually happened, I believe, the weekend before I was there, or here. So a lot of the good vintage probably had been bought the weekend before I got in. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Book a fancy dinner for one, if you're me. But first I had to find the Park MGM and my room at the Nomad, which was, too good, really. Okay, so this is the door in Las Vegas, and I just really appreciate the color of the door. Here's the cute little bathroom so I can talk to you. Sorry about the toilet. There's Dejol butterflies in the bathroom. It's like they know me. And also look how cute this is. Okay, my hair's a mess. I have to fix that. Here's the deal. Let me catch you up. My best furry friend, Cleo, is gone. I'm not thinking about it. I planned myself a nice dinner here in Las Vegas, kind of as like a ongoing 30th celebration thing. So I booked a table downstairs at a place that looks cute. I booked myself this hotel room, which is way swisher than I normally would have booked, just kind of as a present to myself. Of course, now I'm very sad, and is alcohol a good idea? Probably not. But sorry about the echo in here. I packed a dress to wear to dinner by myself, possibly drinks. We'll see how it goes. Here in Vegas, I was gonna wear my gold dress, this one. But then I thought, polyester, long sleeves, desert, probably a bad plan. It's very Vegas looking, but Vegas in December, So I did have a different dress that would work better for the heat, and also is the sort of thing that I really have no other place to wear it except for Vegas, I suppose, and I never come here. So we're gonna put that dress on. I'm gonna do my hair, and or try to, and I'm going to put that dress on and fix my makeup a little bit and go to dinner and try and not think about the fact that when I get home, my kitty won't be there. And last night I didn't cry. Night before, the day she died, I cried a lot. Last night I only got a little weepy. And today I've just been powering through. And this is a very swish place. I am very lucky and privileged to be here. But, so we're gonna power through basically. That's what the plan is. And also here's I'm not standing up straight and showing it to its best of ability, but here's the top I made on the channel recently. Video and a card here. Great. Where am I gonna wear this? This one. It's what we can do in 40 minutes. And I know Viva was last weekend, but whatever. I don't actually have any hairspray, so that's not gonna last. But this backless friend, we'll see if I can get any pictures of that. Not really sure. that's just enough of that. Dinner was very tasty. This room really was my style, by the way. Jewel tones, dark furniture, a velvet couch. I would certainly stay here again, even if Vegas isn't really my sort of town. I did rush over to the Red Cat Vintage Shop on Main again before I left too, and found a 1950s dress I'll show you soon. Then it was back on the road again for another long drive into Utah, and then back down into Arizona to catch a glimpse of the Grand Canyon again from another vantage point. And the drive down to the rim was actually awash in yellow aspens, and truly stunning.
Just where it was needed, gleamed in black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merchant change, but your face remained the same. Swallows will be here by dawn, and when we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt. Significant life, just what it was needed, gleamed in the blackest night, cloistered in injustice dead, and in the eyes of time, nobody's losing. The sparrows will be here by dawn. When we find it's over, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
I made it. Sorry, this is my mask for now. This is the north rim of the Grand Canyon. I was in the south rim last week, and now I'm seeing the north rim on my way home. This trail, pals, is easily sudden doomable is a descriptor I would use for this one, but we're gonna do our best to not sudden doom. I have a reason that I like this one better already so far, and that is number one reason, I haven't seen any squirrels yet. Two, it's redder, like it's more colorful. The striations are more colorful, it seems like to me. Maybe I was in the south rim on a gray day, but it's actually kind of gray here today as well. But a lot of the rocks are brighter, different colors, and that's nice. See what I mean? It's like super red. Of course, I've gotten here late in the day, so there is the sun going down already. I mean, look at this over here with the leaves changing, all that jazz. It's very nice. They really don't mess around with certain death here. Full color down here, but it's just this wall isn't very high. The only problem with watching sunset at these sort of places is I know from my South Rim experience that, well, first of all, I'm winded, but as nice as that is, I'm gonna have to drive to Kanab. It takes over an hour, I think, at least, in the dark, creepy wilderness.
When I did get to my hotel in Kanab, there was only one parking spot left, and the rest were full of these Model A's, which was a bit surreal in the dark. On day 15, I had another horseback ride booked, this time at my fourth and final national park of the trip, Bryce Canyon National Park. Despite the name, Bryce Canyon is actually not a canyon, but a series of amphitheaters, areas of sandstone worn away by frost weathering into geological structures called hoodoos. Before reaching Bryce, one passes through an area of BLM land called Red Canyon, which is gorgeous and looks man-made, like a film set or something. It's beautiful, as is Bryce Canyon itself, which looks equally otherworldly. Also, wait until you see my ridiculous outfit for this day.
Sunset Point here, and I'm walking back to Sunrise Point. I wasn't here for sunrise, and I don't think I'll be here for sunset, just because I'm hoping to not have to do a windy drive through the dark again, because I did that last night, and as fun as it was, I'm hoping to actually have a square meal tonight and actually be back in my hotel before dark.
On day 16, I began my way home to Colorado in earnest, with a goal of reaching Grand Junction, Colorado, 368 miles away. I did stop in a few rock shops on my way out of Kanab, however, to pick up a few fossils to put in my favorite dusty glass domes. On day 17, that's a long trip, I stopped into Colorado National Monument since it would have been silly not to. And then I finally began my drive back home down through the Rockies. By this point, I was pretty exhausted, and still sad, of course, and dreading going home to a house with one less cat, and excited to sleep in my own bed regardless. A mixed bag. High highs and strangely unfortunate lows. I had missed traveling, but I've learned I need to take it a little slower next time so that I can actually maybe, relax and recharge on my quote-unquote vacation. Chill out a little too instead of trying to see it all. There's just so much to see. I'll try and strike the balance better on my future adventures. Until then, more sewing, crafting, creating, and hopefully writing. And then the question, where to next?